Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of In the Booth, high above your favorite ballpark. And I'm being joined by one of my favorite people. This man is just a dynamo. Man owns his own business. He is getting himself embedded into the baseball space and an overall nice guy from the East Coast. Please welcome my friend and soon to be yours, Liam Skiffington, to the show. What's going on, sir?
Bro, what's going on? Great to see you again. Thanks so much for having me back. Excited to be here. Excited to chop it up, man.
I gotta be technical. Technically, you're on my sister show, New Am San Marino. It's the first time we're in the booth. But that said, man, always chatting with you is something I look forward to because this is part of the Black Baseball Mixtape Network platform. We're doing big things. You're doing big things. This is a collab. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. I'm trying to do the best I can, as we all are, right?
Yeah, man. So, but before we even get into the business of things, man, how are you personally? Because like I was teasing about this before we went live, but I was scrolling the social medias, and you got some good news happening on the personal side of things, man. You're married now. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yep, got married in March, and best decision I've ever made.
Yeah, I remember when we were working at Baseball United over there in Dubai. You had Nick Swisher do a cameo for your soon to be wife. It was kind of
Yeah, it's our 1 year anniversary when we were over there on Thanksgiving, and I had Swish. Mind you, my wife, girlfriend at the time, didn't really know anything about baseball. She does now. She does now. She had a couple years of training, but
yeah.
I sent the video to her, and she was like, "Oh, this is cool." Who is that? And I was like, yeah, you know what? It's not important, man. Happy anniversary. Here's your gift. I'll do better next year, I promise.
Nick and I was like, he's gonna marry that girl. Yup.
Yeah, you guys nailed it. You nailed it.
Man. Look, headline, man, because since we last spoke, a lot of things happened on in your life on the professional side. I perused the LinkedIn a few weeks ago, and I was floored when I saw that you were the founder, not of SoxStack anymore, but of 5 Tool Media. Talk to me about the launch and what it means for the game of baseball.
Right, man. So we're certainly in the development stage right now. We have a couple clients, but our main goal is to just elevate these. We're targeting baseball players, whether current or former professional baseball players. And our main goal with these guys is to elevate their presence across social media and bring in brand deals for them, signing appearances, stuff like that. That's I'm not too long-winded on it. Sorry, but that's pretty much the beginning, middle, and end of what we do.
Look, there's a million and one ways to support the sport of baseball, but talk to me about the day when that idea came to you. Was it like lightning, ton of bricks? Was it kind of like, look, I've done something like this before, next evolution? What was the moment when you said, I'm going to launch this brand?
Yeah, man. So obviously, as you know, I've been into baseball for over a decade now. Got my first real job in the game with Baseball United. Was fortunate enough to work with them and a bunch of great people over there for about a year and a half, 2 years. And then in February, when we kind of parted ways, I gave myself a week to just kind of figure it out, ponder what I wanted to do next. And I really just came up with this. Ever since I was little, I wanted to be an agent for baseball players. And this is kind of the first building block into that. So ideally down the road, 3, 4, 5 years, 5 Tool Media will be a full service 5 Tool agency.
People always tell me these days that it's almost impossible to be a small business owner. Like it's hard to file stuff and paperwork. I mean, what's been your approach? You got a small team using apps, the AI thing?
Yeah, man. So I have a small team. I have 2 to 3 guys who kind of rotate doing work for me, whether it's graphics or video stuff, anything like that. And then usually I'm the guy right now. I'm the guy behind the post, whether it's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever it is. I'm the guy posting. I'm the guy reaching out to these brands to try and bring them in and sell my clients to them.
Man, it's to me is interesting because a lot of times there is a bit of a pressure for those who don't see the vision, right? Get a real job. But like your job is realer than real because you're dealing not only with athletes, but the personalities of those athletes, man. So let me ask you this, as someone who is building something from scratch, how do you refill your cup after a long day? Like, how do you make sure you're recharged to do it again the next day?
Bro, I just like to relax, honestly, chill, watch the Red Sox every night, 7-10. That's really my way of kind of unwinding, detaching. But in the world we live in, man, I'm on LinkedIn all the time. I'm on quick Zoom all the time. I'm looking for people contacts at all these different companies literally all the time. And if I send out a message on LinkedIn, or if I send a request on LinkedIn and they get back to me, I immediately get the notification. I pop right into their messages, reach out to them. And that's pretty much it, man. So it is nonstop, but after a grind, like hours on hours day, I just like chilling on the couch, man. My wife, my dog, watching the Red Sox. I'm a simple man, bro.
I know, I respect that, but let's talk about the Red Sox, man. One of the most confounding, complex teams I have ever seen. 2 seasons since going quote unquote full throttle. They were walked into a season being seen as ones the one to watch. After 2 months of not being the case, or being ones to watch for all the wrong reasons, are now currently at the All-Star break the hottest team in baseball. What is going on over there, man?
Man, so as you know, you and I will correspond. We'll talk about the Red Sox Mets just offline every now and then. And the first couple months of this season, man, I was ready to rip my hair out. And it's so frustrating to me, and I'm sure you've experienced this with the Mets as well, when a team is so talented on paper, but for some reason it's not clicking on the field. It makes me so mad. And then the mental errors, when you start seeing that, it drives me nuts, man. And like, maybe I'm nuts for screaming at my TV, but there's a million other sports fans just like me that do the same thing. I'm sure you do it as well. But in terms of how they've turned it around, man, I really don't know what click. I mean, you got Lucas Giolito pitching well. You got Brian Bayo pitching well. Obviously, you have Garrett Crochet, who's an absolute horse. And then I think that it's been talked about, but I really don't think it's been talked about enough. The leadership of Alex Bregman coming in and really mentoring the young core that we have in Roman Anthony, Cedane Rafaela, Marcelo Meyer, all these guys, man, his impact in that clubhouse can't be overstated. And a lot of people, obviously myself included, when Devers was traded a couple weeks ago, kind of raised some question marks, like, are the Red Sox really going to be full throttle? Or if you're a fan like myself, are they just going to pull the rug up from under us again, man, and just do this to us one more time, one more season, and just move the end zone one more year down the road? But thankfully, coming out of the break, man, 10 in a row, or going into the break, 10 in a row, and they're hot, man. They're hot. So they better be buyers at this deadline. If not, I'm definitely going to lose my mind. But I have every confidence in the world right now in Craig Breslow in that front office that they're going to bring in not just additions, but impact additions for sure, especially as it relates to starting pitching.
What is the bare minimum for you thinking this being a happy season? Like ALCS, Division Series?
That's a good question, man. That's a good question, because as Red Sox fans, we haven't had a taste of either of those in a few years. So
I wasn't going to say it.
I would like to I would like an ALCS appearance. Obviously, it's always World Series or bust for any sport fan, but I would be satisfied with an ALCS appearance for sure, especially the way things are going right now.
Yeah. And the whole Devers situation, when that happened on Father's Day this year, were you shocked? Did you see it coming? Were you on Team Devers? Were you on the team, be a team player?
Man, I'm kind of, this is so boring, but I'm kind of split down the middle on this, because yes, I think you do need to be a team player on one hand, but on the other hand, the Boston Red Sox put on a masterclass in how to mess up communication in an organization. That's actually a lesson for all the small business owners out there. Communication is key, and everyone's heard that probably a million times. But if you look at this situation from a bird's eye view, you just see where things got lost. And I think, I'm just speculating, bro, the friction between Craig Breslow and Alex Cora, I think, is something that's being underreported right now. And again, I don't know anything that the common fan doesn't really know. Maybe a little bit more. But
I was about to say,
I got no inside information to base that off of. Just from witnessing all of it, I think Cora eventually got sick of Breslow saying, "Okay, go ask Devers to do this, go ask Devers to do that." And I think Cora was like, "I'm not going to keep asking our franchise player to switch positions when we've already got him to switch once. And then I'm not going to have him learn a brand new position." You know what I mean? Because when you go to DH, like, you still know how to hit. You go across the diamond to first base from third, you have to relearn the entire position. It's a completely different angle. It's a completely different game on that side of the diamond. So I think it's an interesting conundrum, man. I blame both parties. I would say we're doing blame pie here, I would say 60% Devers, 40% Red Sox.
Yeah. Did you see it coming though on Father's Day? Did you see it coming at all?
I didn't see it coming, man. Like you always see the reports, like the speculative reports about something like that. And I think especially early in the season when Devers started off terribly, I think that's when those rumors started really swirling. But then over the last like month or so, man, I would say it got a little more real.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think like a week or two before it happened, I think it was a legitimate possibility that people were really thinking about. And was, I think it was a good move. I think it was a good move for Boston to get out under that contract. I like Devers. He's obviously a premier hitter in this league, but I also don't really think you need to give 300 plus million to a DH. And Devers was always going to be a DH at whether it was 2 years down the road, 3-4 years down the road in this contract. He wasn't going to be 38 years old playing third base. And he's not good at third base, by the way. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting because like the AL East as of right now, as I record this, is kind of winnable, man. There's not really a team that's out of it except for the Orioles. I mean, they had like left the dock, but the other 4 teams can pretty much get themselves involved. So I would like to see some fresh blood on top, but at the same time, Boston's chemistry is kind of like a question mark. They may be good guys in the clubhouse. I'm not so sure, but from the outside looking in, it just looks like storm after storm after storm up in Boston.
Man, damn, that's a tough break you're giving us, man.
I'm just saying.
I think right now with all the young guys up, I think these last 2 weeks when all these young guys have really kind of gelled together.
Okay.
I think that's the chemistry that we're really going to see these last 2.5 months of the season coming out of this break. I think that'll be on full display. You can just see these guys like each other, man. It reminds me of 2018 when they had Mookie Betts and Bogarts and Jackie Bradley Jr. and these younger guys succeeding who came up through the minor leagues together, won in the minor leagues together, and excelled at the major league level.
I want you guys to do well as long as the Yankees are on top. I'm just saying what it looks like from the outside in, man. I'm just shout out to Hunter Dobbins, man. He's out with a torn ACL and a freak play. He's gonna pretty much have his season ended. But I like how the team rallied around him. So maybe I'm wrong with the whole chemistry thing. But that's just me, man. Do you have a second favorite team? Just curious.
Oh man, I mean, one of my clients used.
Do you believe in second favorite teams? First of all,
I don't believe in second favorite teams, but I'd be a hypocrite saying that I didn't watch another team. One of my clients used to play for the Mets, so I've been watching a ton of Mets games this year, man. I would say close to this same amount of Red Sox games that I've watched. I've watched Mets games.
Okay,
so
I like that. I'll
yeah.
that one. Yeah.
I got the Red Sox on the TV and then the Mets on the computer. Depending on the day. Sometimes the Red Sox get the small screen, depending on who's pitching, what's going on. But yeah, usually I'll double screen it.
Yeah, fair enough. So Mets fan up top. I was a kid. I was a Sox fan, White Sox fan, and then because of the controversy of it all, I've been watching a lot more athletics games because I'm like, how are they playing in those trailers and like those movable thing out there in West Sacramento? But that's just me.
Look at your boy Luis Severino, bro.
And he's complaining about
he signed the deal. It's not like they sprung it on him, man. This drove me nuts when I saw it. He signed the deal with the Oakland Athletics, man.
Right.
He signed that deal knowing he was going to play in a AAA stadium for the duration of this contract.
Okay.
You can't come out and start complaining and bitching and moaning. You knew you were going to get minor league accommodations when you signed up to play in a minor league ballpark, man. It's as simple as that to me. I hate that.
People fly Spirit and still complain about Spirit. That does not stop at all. You're 100 degrees in Sacramento. You don't remember that when you're signing a contract. Man.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you're right. I'm with you. When Sevy left, I go, look, the Mets gave you, I think they gave him the quality, but they didn't resign him. I get that. But once you signed that contract, you knew it was about the money, and I respect giving this 3-year deal, but he had to have known. But that said, Sacramento is really a bad town. It really is. Weather-wise, I'm not trying to knock anybody. Weather-wise,
dude, weather-wise, and it seems like the ball really flies out of that ballpark.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's like the Sacramento is like almost like a plateau. So it's like once you get down to the ground, it's like 5 degrees hotter than the air about it. So Yeah, everything launches out there, and the clubhouses are behind left field wall. It's awful, man. It totally is.
Yeah, you get taken out of the game. You gotta go. You gotta go down to left field. Like that's just crazy to me. It's not major league stuff. A little different than the Rays situation. Like the Rays couldn't help their situation, obviously. And
Right.
also, the Steinbrenner Field's pretty nice, man. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's pretty nice ballpark.
Even if I did went there, I probably would not have admitted I went there.
Yeah,
No,
fair
I'm
enough.
just kidding. But that's a real park, man. Imagine if you're out there playing a game and it's 100 degrees, so you gotta, nature has to call at some point. You gotta wait till the inning's over and run across. That's terrible, man.
Right.
Clenching both cheeks, I can
Yeah.
never. So it's July as we record this, man. I mean, you have a new chapter of yourself, live personally, professionally. What's the bottom half of the year look like for you? What are you working on? What are you trying to pursue? How can we follow the brand?
Man, just trying. We're launching our website soon. You can just follow me. That's pretty much it. I'm not building like a Instagram account or anything. One thing that I don't really think there's a point to. I don't think I should go take. I have like 1,500 followers. Big whoop. I don't need to try to get, let's say, 10% of those to follow another account when they can just see all whatever I'm doing on my own account. I just don't see the need in that. So
Yeah.
website will be really where everything will be housed, as well as my Instagram, Twitter, everything like that. But for the remainder of the year, man, I'm just really out here grinding, trying to lock down more guys, try to get them to sign on and buy into me and the vision and what we're doing here and what we're trying to build.
Doing any traveling? Are you traveling on hitting the road at all?
Nothing planned right now, man, but you never know. You never know.
That's how it is. You get the one phone call. Hey, we need you in Antarctica or something. You're out there.
Exactly.
You're
You know damn well I'll be there.
going. So let's talk about the idea of being in the space, being I don't say a sports guy because you're more than just a guy, but being an executive, doing that life, making sure you have your clients based, making sure you have time for yourself, making sure the mental health is there. We talked about watching the game. We talked about filling the cup that way. But I gotta ask, when you need to go on vacation, when you need to get away, right? Is there a place you just shut down with? Do you have a fortress of solitude? Do you do something special?
I do love Cooperstown, man, but to completely like detach from baseball, I'm not a big beach guy, man. I really am not. I honestly
Sure?
not even
Sure?
a big beach guy. I hate the beach, actually. I despise
I
it.
do too, but
Yeah.
I mean, you're from Jersey though.
I'm from Mass. I live in Jersey, and I hate I hate Cape Cod. I have no time for the beach, man. No time for the beach. We were in Rhode Island with the family a couple weeks ago. I hit the beach one day, make my wife happy. That was it. Happy wife, happy life. You know how it goes. Yeah, I don't really have a specific vacation spot, man. I can tell you where I'd love to go is either the Dominican or Aruba. Either of those places I'd be fine going to.
Hey man, Dominican Republic is super cheap. That's super cheap. Good times. I went when I was like right out of college, man. It changed my life.
Yeah, see, man, I got to get down there. I also got to start working on my Spanish. That's something I've been telling myself I'm going to do, but just don't have any other excuse other than I just haven't done it yet.
You get that Duolingo going? Or what's going on?
I do have Duolingo on my phone. I do, but I feel like I need something like. I need like classes, man. And I should have listened to my Spanish teacher in high school. I honestly should have, because she told me exactly what was going to happen. I would be in the position I am now working with these baseball players. I would just be so much more valuable if I also spoke Spanish.
Yeah. There's more like Chinese or Mandarin speakers and more Hindu speakers out there. But like, if you knew English and Spanish, you can basically hang in like 130 countries.
Yeah,
and I mean that combination is pretty. I'll tell you what I'll do, but after we record because I'm not giving out free advertising. But I've been trying to knock out that too because I'm in the same boat. I did Spanish for 5-6 years. I studied abroad in Dominican Republic and Costa Rica and. Nothing. Like it did not take at all until recently, man. So I hear you. You talk about things that I want to go see on the baseball thing. I have this ballpark bucket list on the website I use.
Yeah.
I got 28 major league ballparks. Got 2 left: Cleveland, Cincinnati. I know Alaska does the midnight game where they actually the goaltenders play a game at midnight. If there's a country in the world, man, if I had to send you out there to cover a game, where would you go?
Country in the world to cover a game, man. I gotta say the Dominican. I just think I watch a lot of Dominican Winter League this past winter, and man, it just seems like the atmosphere in there can't be beat.
Yeah.
You just can't be beat. Like Junior Camanero's home run, man. I think it took him 5 minutes to round the bases because everyone was losing their minds. And I just love that type of vibe in a ballpark, man. I love the passion behind a fandom. I really do. So I would pick the Dominican, and then if you told me I couldn't have that, I would say Japan.
Are you do you play loud when you played, or were you kind of more head down, play the game right way kind of guy?
Oh man, I sucked. So if I was on, my head was down. If I was on the field, my head was down.
I hear you, man.
I wasn't good enough to talk shit. I looked the part, but I wasn't good enough to talk shit.
You know what? I actually regret it. When I was a kid, I was in the karate because again, like I said last week, I wanted to be a Power Ranger, so that was like my thing. But if I played team sports, I would definitely not be a Power Ranger group. No, I'll play baseball. And when I was in grad school, I did softball. I was third base, but I was a lefty, which is not a deal at all. But
I don't even know how that works.
Yeah, because you know what it was? I wanted to be a catcher. When you're doing soul pitch softball as a catcher, it's the easiest job on the planet, you know?
Yeah.
But they signed a dude that was like worse than me. And they're like, look, man, we need you out there. And so softballs ain't. So you basically blocked up your body, switched to transfer. It was awful. It was awful.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know what? Shame on that manager for putting you there, whoever that was.
I know, right? Stop trying to excel my positional skills because I don't have any.
Tough.
Yeah. So this is In the Booth with Lobo Boys. Man, hanging out with Liam Skiffington, the owner of 5 Tool Media. Make sure you follow him because we got some things coming out of pipe. Before we get out of here, I ask everyone this question. I want your take on it. Is baseball right now cool? Why or why not?
Baseball's cool, man. Baseball is cool. I think you knew my answer before you asked that question. Baseball's so cool, man, because of its ability to bring people together. And I was able to see this firsthand when I was over in Dubai the couple times I was able to be over there. The way it can I don't want to jumble my words, so give me a sec. Let me think. Just its power to create a community around just a game or a player or a team is something to me that's so incredible. And to see that firsthand in a part of the world that truly never saw this game before, you go to any major league ballpark, you can feel that kind of atmosphere. You know that's happening. But when you go across the world, man, you have no idea how people are going to receive baseball or sport in general. And being in Baseball United ballpark and seeing like these families and these kids just running around, man, having a great time. It felt like it was over here, man. It really did. And really into the game, everyone's cheering. It was awesome to see. And I think being able to be over there gave me a new perspective on the game in its power to bring people together. I always knew it was that powerful because it's done a lot for me, as I'm sure it's done a lot for you. But to see it outside of where we're so used to seeing all of this stuff was something really incredible.
I'm kind of glad you mentioned that. I don't want to air out your personal laundry here, but
You're good, man.
you had told me that you didn't have a passport before you went to Dubai. So you went 0 to 100 real quick. You went from here to the Middle East, and you've gone back and forth a couple of times, man. That must have been wild to do that for sport and to see how different people react to the game.
Yeah, man, to do that and just honestly to be able to say like I work for this organization, to be able to have that be the way like I paid my bills, supported my family and stuff like that was really incredible. Because as you know, like I've been in this game for a while and I've really been grinding toward an opportunity like that. That I could really like sink my teeth in to actually make money and continue to build my career. So super grateful for the year and a half I spent there, man. It was honestly so awesome. And I wish all of them nothing but the best. I still talk to a lot of the guys there. Just such great people, great organization. And I'm really curious to see what happens in the future with them. I think they got a lot of cool, big things planned coming up. Like their season, which I believe is still set for this coming November, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm curious just to see the turnout at the ballparks, how these fans really react to these teams and how they connect with these players and all of that.
I bet. So if I fly back to Dubai next week, I can just say, "Yo, show me where Liam hit up." And they can go on a little tour, some little clubs
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do that. And
see the statue. Yeah.
yep, just drop my name, and we'll take you everywhere you need to go.
Yeah, I know a guy. I swear. Yo, man, thanks so much for spending time with me, man, in the booth, man. Just chopping it up with you. Make sure you follow 52 Media. Make sure you follow Liam, and make sure you tell him Flopito sent you because the man is doing big things. Here's the bottom of ground floor. I want to make sure that you follow him as he grows. And thanks again for the time, my brother.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Hell yeah.